but we've had a great run down here. We've come down the A1. It's 106 miles. No problems at all. It's a beautiful sunny day, clear sky. The biggest issue today, I think, is the sharp frost. In Sheffield, it was incredibly hard. Probably the hardest frost that we've had this winter, to be fair. Took ages to scrape the windscreen and stuff, but this is 106 miles away. It is a little bit colder here. We can see there's been a frost, but it's all right. Everything's fine. I'm booked on. Phil Briscoe's running the match, so whatever I draw, it's not going to really mean a lot to me. So hopefully it's going to be somewhere where there are a few fish. So I'm going to nip in now, just getting the draw cue, and hopefully a draw peg that's going to give me a chance. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Elm 15. Well, that looks good. Elm 15 doesn't mean a lot to me, other than it looks like it might be an end peg, but I don't know if that's an end peg in a corner. I don't know, but it's some sort of an end, so I'll find out when I get down there. They've got a keep net rule here. For those that don't know, you've got to use their keep nets. So we've all been given 2 keep nets and a landing net, and we're just splitting the fish between the 2 nets. No silly rules or anything, just split your fish. Simple as that. So they're the nets for today. Let's just hope we're going to fill them. Well, that's the peg. Peg 15. Bit of a breeze, left to right. Got a bit of colour in it. There's a spare peg there, and then 13. That's the next lake. Mr. Matt Pilley, bent over. That's his favourite position. There we go. And he's next to the original feeder master, Mr. Driscoll. As you can see, the sun's out now. It's a very cosy pegging, a little bit different from some of the matches that a lot of you have seen. Yeah, that sun's raised the temperature a little bit. It's going to be a really simple approach, I think, for this. Go down here out the sun for you. You can see the peg. That is about, to give you an idea, it's about 26 metres wide. Just 2 11-foot rods set up. I've got the XS Slims, the 3.3 metres. That's all I need for this peg here. I've got them coupled with 3000 reels. I know a lot of people will ask. 3.3 metre, 3.3 metre, exactly the same. And what I've got is a free running rig on one, and that is because there are some barbel in here, small barbel, and it is winter. It's very, very cold, and I can switch to a maggot feeder without just a conventional rig. And on that one is what I'm hoping I'm going to be catching on, and that's a method feeder. It's an open method feeder with the sides on. I'm going to start off really, really patient, just to try and get a bite. Spoke to the fishery owner, and well, the guy in the tattle shop, and he's just said it's going to fish incredibly hard today. There will be pockets of fish. As you can see, these are the strips for those that don't know. So there's another strip here, another one there, and then another one behind that. Not many features or anything. Obviously Dad's here, there we go. So I'm going to start about 4 metres off that other bank, just down the slope, down into that slightly deeper water. And then obviously that gives me the option of going up towards those reeds if I want to go into the shallower water. But I have also got that platform to the right there, which is not in front of me, but that is before the platform at the next peg, so I can cast to that platform, so I can work my way to the right if need be. I can obviously drop in the middle, and then at some stage I think I'm going to feed short later on. As you can see, there's a bit of a bush here, a bit of cover, a bit of a breeze blowing down here. My dad's sitting on that side of me, so I deliberately asked him to sit there so he leaves that bit, so it's just a little bit quiet, just in case any fish come in closer down this margin later on. But again, that's for the last probably hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and then just hopefully get an idea for what's been caught around me. So I'm going to kick off on the method about 4 metres off that other bank and just take it from there. so. Wait, it's 5. Wait, it's 5. Oh no. That's one. Well, we're an hour and a half in, and it's really hard. Well, Matt behind me. How many you got, Matt? 5. Matt's got 5 behind me. What you got, John? Now 3. 2 barbel. He's barbling. He's on the halibut pellets. I've got 2 fish. I've got an F1 after 9 minutes on my first cast, about £2, and then I've had a carp, about £4. But I caught that short, caught that at about 8 metres. Everybody's been getting line bites, loads and loads of line bites. It's just been a case of dropping the feeder in different spots really. The fish are obviously up in the water, but having said that, the liners have kind of gone now. I'm now just to the left of that platform, in that gap there, right tight to the bank. I haven't had a fish there. I've had a couple of liners. I've no idea really what's been caught up here. A lot of my left's got 2 fish, I think. A lot of my right's got 2. Just trying to find a pocket of fish. I need a run of fish. But if anything, it's actually slowing down. It's got even quieter now. So just over an hour and a half in, I was just looking for a pocket of fish really. Just got to keep dropping it in different places, and hopefully I'm gonna pick up. Just keep picking a fish up. Just on another little F1, going nowhere. They're catching further up there apparently. Matt's caught well behind me. He's just had a decent carp, but they're obviously in the other lake. I think John Driscoll has just got one as well, but we've heard they're catching some further up there, but there's not a lot we can do. I'm now fishing underneath the platform on the other bank, just a little method feeder. That one it's the only sign I've had across there. It just dropped back. I bet I got 10 or 12 turns on the reel before I actually connected with the fish. Obviously swam right back towards me. It was virtually in the middle by the time I actually felt the fish. But no, it's a struggle. It's I'm feeding a bit at 8 metres, so I'm going to be dropping on that shortly. Hopefully I might get a run of fish on there, and then there's even the margin to try later on. But it's fishing very, very difficult. it's not getting any warmer. That wind has actually turned, it's actually off our backs now. The lads behind us, the wind's blowing into them there, and it's certainly making it feel a lot cooler than it was. I've just dropped onto that 8 metre line, and I've had 2 in 2 drops, which is obviously way better than anything else. I'm hoping I'm going to have like a good last spell now on that line. That's the line I've fed, so I'm hoping that if I catch on that line, I'm going to catch a number of fish, because obviously that's where I've fed. So this is my 3rd cast on that line. It's been in there about nearly 10 minutes now, so it's been nice to get a run of fish on this, but we've heard that they're catching towards the middle of the strip, like they predicted anyway, so I'm quite a few fish behind by the sounds of it, but hopefully if I get a visit I might be able to just bump up my weight. But like I say, I'm just hoping for a visit on the short line now for this last period. It's off now to go, and I haven't had another fish. It's just not happened on that short line. I stopped getting any indications whatsoever, so I just refed it with a cage feeder. Went back on it, and I had 2 or 3 little liners there, just as though that, putting that cage of pellets in just attracted 1 or 2 more fish there, but it's not resulted in a fish. And now it's gone quiet again now. There's 30 minutes to go. Behind me, John and Matt keep catching odd fish, but I can hear fish being caught down that way in the middle, and I don't know about the far end. On the far end peg, Lee Kerry's down there, and I haven't heard anything about how they're catching. I've heard Nick Speed's down there. He's about 6 pegs down there. I've heard he's caught some fish as well. So no, there's 30 minutes left, and well, I'll just take anything right now, but it'd be nice to fish on a couple more fish. I think that shotgun signals, that's it, over. I didn't get any more fish. I just don't really know what to say about it, to be honest. There's been some fish there in spells, because we've had, little indications, line bites. We think there's been fish up in the water as well, so, but everybody's had them. John's just had a decent barbel right on the final all out. We think Matt has done possibly the best. He's got about 40 to 50 pound, we think, and that might be enough to qualify, because this lake where we've been has been in with that lake as well. So there have been 10 anglers on that bank and 10 anglers on this bank, and that's the 20 peg zone. So while it's been one zone, it has been over 2 lakes, but I think there's been some fish caught further down there. But had a few fish, had a few bites after last night's frost. I think a lot of us feared the worst, so at least we caught a few fish. But so we reckon Matty might have done the best on that lake, but I'm going to get the kit packed away and find out. Well, those have weighed a little bit more than what I thought, 19 pound. At least I've had a few fish. We've, after the weather last night, when the temperatures went as cold as what it is, apparently that was like all over the country. It was really, really bad, and at least we've had a few fish. We did fear the worst. The interesting thing is, I've seen how these lads have caught. We think here Matt Pill's got the best weight here, and those 10 pegs in that lake are in with these 10 pegs on this lake. So this has been one zone, but I've seen how these lads have caught. It's been good. You know, I've not really fished here. Well, I've not fished here for 10 years anyway, but certainly not fished it in winter. But it's been interesting to just see how they've fished it and what kind of baits they've used more than anything. But scales are in now, so I can quickly film Matt weighing in for you. We don't know if he's done enough to qualify. Hopefully he has.
I don't think there's 46 here, is there? No, there's some big ones here though.
Right, top 5. When we get through it, I've got the 3 qualifiers. I need the 3 qualifiers for a photograph. And I also need, as I hand these envelopes out, I need to know who your sponsor is and how you've caught. So in 5th place, with a weight of 61.10, Oliver Scott. Good lad. Now, just before you go, in 4th place, with a weight of £69 1 ounce from peg 15 on the U, Ben Fisk. Ben. Have you caught, Ben? Right, in 3rd place, with a weight of £73 12 ounces from peg 13 on the Horseshoe, Matt Birkinshaw. And in 2nd place overall, with a weight of £75 6 from peg 5 on Horseshoe, Alex Doherty. Just hang on, just tell me who your sponsor is. And the winner, overall winner, with a weight of 97.9 from peg 22 on the oak, Spit the Dog.
Cheers, Phil. Well, that's it. Les has ended up winning the match, 90 odd pound. Well done, Les, if you're watching, mate. And as we suspected, Matt has qualified. So well done, Matt, if you're watching. We suspected he'd got the top weight there, and he's fished a really nice, tidy match. It's been winter. Most people, I think, have just been pleased to get a few fish. Obviously, there have been areas where there have been it seems as though there's been 1 or 2 pockets of fish, but one of the biggest talking points has been how many line bites people have had all the way across all the little different lakes. So obviously the fish have been there. A lot of people suspect they've been up in the water, but obviously this time of year, after such a sharp frost, you know, that can knock the fish's appetites in the head, as it were. So it's been alright, I've enjoyed it. It's been nice to come back to this fishery, having not been here for 10 years. So this is it's been the first of my qualification campaign for this winter. Next week I'm at Southfield Reservoir, the week after I'm at Larford Lakes, and I've got some other matches after that as well. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those, don't forget to hit that subscribe button just there. That way you'll be kept in the loop with all the videos. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.